You're a Trump booster. You're a supporter.
I wouldn't say that, but I like the fact that he's changing politics.
Oh, I thought you were a Trump supporter.
Well,
he talks about you like you are.
Well, he's allowed to do that, but I just like the fact that the political game is no longer the same. You don't have to be a perfect candidate any longer.
Patrick Bet-David is fed up with the woke nonsense, and one of the top offenders of being a woke lunatic and a libtard is Mark Cuban, who went after Elon Musk and who has been attacking a ton of people who are also attacking the woke mob. Patrick Bet-David revealed a very, very telling clip and a damning clip for Mark Cuban in this video and absolutely destroys Mark Cuban for being the woke libtard that he is. Let's check out this clip here from Valuetainment and the PBD Podcast of Patrick Bet-David going in on the woke idiot Mark Cuban.
You had long hair. If you go ahead.
You're a Trump booster. You're a supporter.
I wouldn't say that, but I like the fact that he's changing politics.
Oh, I thought you were a Trump supporter.
Well,
he talks about you like you are.
Well, he's allowed to do that, but I just like the fact that the political game is no longer the same. You don't have to be a perfect candidate any longer.
But he's a birther.
Yep.
He's a global warming denier.
Yep.
And he's at least racist adjacent.
Oh, God. Look at the audience.
Is this the clip where he says Trump has no chance?
You're not a global warming denier, and you're not a racist, and you're not a birther. How can you like a guy who is all those things?
Because I want to see the political system change. Period. End of story. He's not going to win. He's got no chance. But someone who is an
no chance. He's leading.
I told him that, right?
Really? You think he has no chance?
None. But as an imperfect candidate, being the leader right now, he opens the door for other imperfect candidates. Because up until now,
that's what we want.
I like that. White guy politician cut out.
Look, he has to eat those words.
I love
the internet is forever. No chance. As someone as credible, quote unquote credible, as Mark Cuban come out and saying this must have been in 2015, 2016 when 2016 was already in the lead. Mm-hmm. No chance. All right, so that's his legacy on his resume right now.
Yeah, I loved him, and now he was taught to hate him.
I mean, a lot of people get a lot of things wrong. Trust me. When you do podcasts for as long as we have, I'm sure we got a lot of things wrong. You're not going to get things right all the time. This is why my dad would always say never, because you have no clue.
Yeah, but that's not the part of the clip that really destroys Mark Cuban, is the part that he said that Donald Trump had no chance. I think a lot of people back then didn't think that Donald Trump had a real chance to win. I mean, it's just, even today, if somebody like Donald Trump tries to run for office, I mean, look at Kanye West. Nobody took him seriously when he decided to run for office, and he legitimately had zero chance. People thought the same thing about Donald Trump whenever he decided to run. So I don't think that's the part that damns Mark Cuban. I think it's the part where he says that he supports Donald Trump and he likes what he stands for in the sense that he's changing politics. So you don't have to be this perfect buttoned up politician anymore. And nowadays he thinks he's literally Hitler, just like all the other woke lunatics out there. And I don't know if that's because of just brainwashing over the years, or if he was paid to say that, or if he knows that if he doesn't say that, he's going to get paid less money. He's going to lose sponsorships for the Mavericks. Whatever the case is, let me know in the comments what you think it is. But he's either been taught, brainwashed to think that Donald Trump is literally Hitler, or he knows it's in his pocketbook's best interest to think that Trump is literally Hitler. Let me know in the comments which one you think it is.
What the hell is going to happen one day? So he fell for the trap of being part of the 100% community or the 0% community, and we've all fallen there before. But the point becomes, with his new play, some are saying he's doing it because he runs a pharmaceutical company and he's going to get the Kamala Harris camp to help him, and with certain rules and guidelines that he wants to help him out, because that's how he's going to make the big money to go to the next level, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. But when he's up there on Jon Stewart kind of bashing Elon Musk, well, he's using Twitter to be able to do this. You would too if you had the money, but you don't. Well, what he's doing. Yeah. You would too. You would definitely. Well, he's doing. Yeah, bro. You just don't have the kind of money that he has to do that. So what do you want to do about it? I will tell you, on the left, I'm telling you guys right now, on the left for 2028, the left has to sit there and look at case study of what's working, what's not working. You ready? Here's case study. How did Trump get elected? Fame, business, success.
If you enjoy content like this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Yes. All of that.
Attitude.
Bloomberg got in. Bloomberg, the only reason he didn't win is because he doesn't have personality. He has no clue how to answer. He was not charismatic. He was the most boring $100 billion guy ever to run that just wouldn't inspire anybody.
And short.
And short.
Hey,
right.
hey.
He's using a stool. He kept saying, he asked for a, I don't know why you would ask for that.
I'm not going to say that he asked for a stool. I won't bring it up, but I heard that
it rhymes with mule. Don't want to say it.
So I think Mark Cuban is a top 3 candidate for the left in 2028. I think he is. And he's now going after the 2 guys because he knows those are the 2 people. And by the way, why is he going after algorithm? Because he doesn't want it to work against him in 2028 when he runs for president. Good. If that's what he's doing. If he doesn't, very disappointing.
Chances he does run for something in 2028.
Well, what's something? He's not going to do governor of Texas.
You know, that he runs.
I think he's going to run against, president?
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then he's just a mouthpiece. Then no problem. But if he doesn't, man.
Yeah.
What a waste of picking fights for no reason.
Yeah, he's choosing his enemies wisely.
What a waste of picking fights.
Unwisely.
I think he's punching up.
Here's what I can tell you.
It would make complete sense for Mark Cuban to run for president for so many different reasons. I don't know if they did the best job at describing why, but if you listen to that clip, Mark Cuban on Bill Maher was saying that he supports Donald Trump in a way because he's changing the way politics are, because he's a businessman. He's not a politician for his whole life. He wasn't born into a political family. He was just a normal businessman who got really rich, decided to run for president. And in that time of the interview, he was in the lead and he ended up winning the presidency. And that changed politics. And so that's one reason why you would think Mark Cuban would want to run for president, because he was happy that Donald Trump changed politics so that people exactly like Mark Cuban can run for president. And he ended up, going against Donald Trump, trashing all the politicians that support Donald Trump, and going on Twitter tirades constantly against Elon Musk and against other Twitter users and stuff like that. Joe Rogan and Tim Pool and all these guys going against that crowd of people after he was on Bill Maher being a very reasonable person. Yes, I don't agree with everything Donald Trump says or all of his policies that he's running for, but I support him in the sense that he's changing politics. That's a very reasonable take. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But now he's completely unhinged. He's become the woke lunatic that so many other people have become. And it would make sense that somebody who went from extremely reasonable and supporting Trump to hating Trump and completely unreasonable is because he's planning to run for office very soon, planning to run for president very soon. It would make complete sense. I think Patrick Bet-David and the rest of the crew here are completely in the right there.
What I do know for a fact is I'm convinced the future looks bright, and we want 1 million people to wear the gear "Future Looks Bright." The U.S.
I know he always says this and tries to advertise these shirts. I disagree, man. The future does not look bright in my eyes. And let me know in the comments if you completely disagree. But I just what looks bright about the future? Yeah, Trump might win, but Trump's not a perfect president, and we saw that with the last presidency. And I know people are going to tear me apart for saying that, but he's not. He's not the perfect president. He's not the savior that we think he is. He's going to save us from Kamala Harris. He'll save us from another term of Joe Biden, but he's not going to save the country. He's not going to turn the country around. Once he's gone, let's say, because I think that things are going to keep flip-flopping. That's kind of just how the media cycle works nowadays. If you watch closely, Fox News basically wants the Democrat to win, and CNN wants the Republican to win. And it seems opposite, it seems backwards, but they get higher ratings whenever the other side wins. They want the other side to win because they get higher ratings. So they get higher ratings because people like to watch the other side fail so much. Whenever Donald Trump is in office, he's the president, it's a lot easier for CNN to make content, to make stuff that people actually want to watch because they're able to trash on Donald Trump for being a trash president. Same thing goes for Joe Biden being in office with Fox News and anybody on the right. It's a lot easier to make content, and it's a lot easier, and people want to watch it more. And it's become so extreme now that I think it's pretty obvious that we're just going to keep flip-flopping. Whoever's in office, there's just going to be so much content made about why that person is such a horrible president that everybody's just going to get inundated with that stuff and say, okay, I have to vote for the other side because obviously this guy's not working out. And then the same thing's just going to happen, flip-flopping back and forth, because it is so profitable, so lucrative for these news stations and for media outlets in general to just make stories, make content about why the current sitting president is not a good president, why he's such a horrible, so horrible at his job. It's much more lucrative to talk about that than to talk about why the president is actually a good president. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about what Patrick Bet-David had to say about Mark Cuban and that viral clip that he went ahead and brought up in defense of Mark Cuban going after Elon Musk. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole PBD podcast versus Mark Cuban situation.